Dang! Ugh, look at this here! And Apollo Crews is making his custom wrestling showdown debut against Cesaro in a Falls Count Anywhere matchup. And Apollo Crews takes Cesaro down with a clothesline. And now Cesaro is fighting back here. And now Cesaro with the uppercut. Wait a second. Oh! And Cesaro with the low blow on Apollo Crews. And Apollo Crews makes him pay the price with a second clothesline. Look at this here. And Apollo Crews with a vertical suplex. And now Apollo Crews and Cesaro are having a fist fight here. And Apollo Crews getting the best of Cesaro here. Apollo Crews with a kick to the midsection. And now Cesaro with a DDT. And wait a second. And there's an elbow drop by Apollo Crews. Wait a second. And Apollo Crews with a hard super kick to Cesaro. And there's a cover. 1, 2. And Cesaro kicked out at 2. And now Cesaro with the small package. 1, 2. And Apollo Crews kicks out at 2. And now Apollo Crews and Cesaro are going at one another. And Apollo Crews ends the fist fighting with a drop kick. And now Apollo Crews with the rushing leg sweep. And now Cesaro taking Apollo Crews down with the uppercut. And now Cesaro is showing his true colors against Apollo Crews here. Wait a minute. And Apollo Crews with a drop kick to Cesaro. And there's a second super kick to the head. And there's a cover. 1, 2. And Cesaro kicked out at 2. And there's a third uppercut by Cesaro. And there's a cover. 1, 2. And Apollo Crews still kicked out at 2. And now Apollo Crews and Cesaro are having a fist fight. And now Apollo Crews getting the best of Cesaro again. Another kick to the midsection. And there's a second DDT. And now Cesaro with the headbutt on Apollo Crews. And wait a second. And Cesaro nails Apollo Crews with a toss. And there's a cover. 1, 2. And Apollo Crews still kicked out at 2. And now Apollo Crews with the small package. 1, 2. And Cesaro still kicked out at 2. And this match continues. And Apollo Crews with another clothesline. And Cesaro with the elbow smack. Wait a second. Cesaro and Apollo Crews are really taking to each other. And there's a snapmare by Apollo Crews. And wait a second. And Apollo Crews with a Japanese arm drag. Look at Apollo Crews here. Nailing Cesaro in the head with the enziguri. And Cesaro with a drop kick of his own. And Apollo Crews taking it to Cesaro again. Wait a minute. Oh! And Apollo Crews nailing Cesaro with a double axe handle. And there's a cover. 1, 2. And Cesaro still kicked out at 2. And Cesaro with a fourth uppercut. And there's a cover. 1, 2. And Apollo Crews still kicked out at 2. Wait a second. And there's another enziguri by Apollo Crews. Oh! And Cesaro ran into a third super kick by Apollo Crews. And there's a cover. 1, 2, 3. Ding ding. Here is your winner of the Falls Count Anywhere match, Apollo Crews. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe me. And the 161st episode of the Custom Wrestling Showdown. And have a good night, everybody.